It's because Disney has really transformed our whole understanding
Yeah, that
of
whole
animals.
Winnie the Pooh thing, how it's just a sweet little old thing after honey. That little bear is after your ass.
Oh, and that's pretty much, they would kill you in an instant. And if the man has his way...
You know, that Timothy Treadwell guy got eaten up by a bear.
You can't live with the bears. You can't live with the bears. It's just like early man had to kill off the other early men because they couldn't live with them.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty much why we had to extinct all the species, because we just can't live with them.
You want to try one of these? How much time do we have left?
I do, but I think I'm going to be disappointed. I mean, it's
8
not
minutes?
it's not a Jimmy Dean sausage, and it looks like a Jimmy Dean sausage.
Well, here it is on the inside. It's steaming hot, you can see. It's just a little bit crispy on the outside and nice and hot on the inside.
Looks like a turd.
A mard.
A mard. I'm going to start calling it taking a mard. I'm going to go take a mard. It's a lot tastier than it looks. I mean, it looks good on the outside, but when you break it apart, it's like, you know, it's not quite meat. It's pretty meaty flavored, though.
Yeah. These are good for party favors, like party snacks, and you can,
People eat the hell out of those.
You can make them bigger and put them on hamburger buns and use them as a substitute for meat for your vegetarian friends.
You know what? They look like meat.
Well, if I was using the white beans, it wouldn't look like that.
Oh.
Yeah. It would be different. But
you know what?
they're very versatile. You can also serve them with a dip, you know.
It's not flesh.
No.
So it's
But it's
actually
still got protein.
but it's not like, you know, preventing you from entering into the sixth sun or whatever consciousness.
It's vegetarian.
Yeah.
It could be vegan. You just have to use some different binder besides egg.
So vegans don't eat any kind of flesh, like.
No.
And I don't
None.
understand why they. So why aren't they a cult?
Well, because they're not under some kind of central organized structure.
Like the Jews. They're not like the Jews.
Right. There's no central body that says this is what it is to be vegan, and you must abide by these rules. Yea, verily, and here you need to tie this 10% of your income.
Like a union.
Right.
Yeah.
You join. You pay money.
Yeah. So it's more like
It's kind of a lifestyle choice.
like being gay.
Yeah. Would be kind of like that. Only I would say people would argue being gay is just like you're born that way.
Like a gypsy.
People ain't born vegan.
But they're born gypsy.
Right.
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
Because you drink milk when you're a baby, right? I mean, that's dairy.
But it's not. But if you drink, like, if you think about it, I was thinking you can make cheese out of a lot of things that aren't dairy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can make cheese out of, like, not cow, you know, not, it doesn't have to come from a cow.
Yeah, it's anything that produces milk. You can use that milk theoretically. Now, you might not want to. It might make really crappy tasting milk. Like, apparently seals and, like, orcas and things that eat fish make milk that tastes like fish.
Yeah, but they love fish.
Yeah, I mean, it gets you accustomed to the flavor.
They love
Apparently,
fish.
human breast milk is sweet. I wouldn't know, seeing as I was raised on formula, but I did taste that formula that was in the fridge the other day. It did not taste sweet. It tasted horrid. It was horrid.
Well, it's plastic, most
It was
of
one of the worst things I ever put in my mouth.
I mean, isn't that the whole thing in China? They was eating plastic.
Yeah.
Gave them all, like, the kidney stones or whatever. Well, you know, it's plastic, so it'll do that.
Yeah. Okay, these is ready.
We've probably been eating plastic for our whole life.
I'm sure half of us is plastic.
You say that if you use Teflon, and especially if you had it for years, you ingested quite a bit of it.
Good Lord. And it just stays there, you know. You don't flush that shit out.
Well, they were saying about people who worked in the battery factory.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm laughing. They had heightened levels of lead in their system, and what they did was they measured when they achieved an advanced stage, and it affected their memory, and so like maybe you don't notice it, but it actually is still gonna hit you down the road.
Yeah, totally.
Don't work in the battery factory if you can help it.
Well, sometimes it's the only place you can work.
Yes, this is true.
Which is why the man puts his factories in, like, rural and depressed areas.
In
so
places
that the
where
desperate people will take the jobs there and get all the cancer and the death. And
which is why they moved them all to China and places like that.
right. Now the brown people's doing it.
Right.
We couldn't have slaves officially and import them, so now we're just exporting the work to the slaves in their own country.
No.
It's a reverse thing.
1 minute.
Huh?
1 minute.
Oh, well,
Wow.
you can get a hold of us, colasisters@gmail.com, myspace.com/arciecola, ARCIECOLA, myspace.com/shastac, SHASTAC, 512-782-HEAT, HEAT. Cola Sisters, P.O. Box 302-102, Austin, Texas, 78703. We're on every Tuesday night at 10 o'clock on Channel 16.
Cameraman, doesn't he have his own website? Did you tell him?
Cameraman, myspace.com/cameracola. You can bug him about why we don't have Toning for the Tribulations out yet.
And it's already the tribulation.
I know! We're way behind the times, cameraman, so you need to get that shit done.
I mean, it's going to be over.
I know.
It only lasts 1,000 years or something.
I cut my hair off. You know, I look different now.
I do too, because I gained a lot of weight.
Yeah, you should be doing your toning.
I know. Well, I feel like, why do it? It's already here. You know?
Well, you need to keep it up.
I know, but, I've read about them joy divisions, and I'm not sure that that's all what I want to do.
Well, what do you think you'd be qualified
I think
for?
I might just go like renegade and,
Just
go
live
live in the
man-made
woods.
style.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. It's so good.
Yeah. You said it didn't look good on the inside.
Well, that's before I realized what those things were. They're onions.
Yes, they're shallots. See, I did all that while you was yammering on. You had no
they're
idea.
good. That makes it taste more like meat.
Mm-hmm. It's essentially the same thing you'd add to ground beef or turkey if you was making a hamburger. A real good one, you add some seasoning and, different spices, maybe an egg to hold it together.
Like
Breadcrumbs.
what Eddie Murphy called a welfare burger.